I want to take a look at soybeans this morning. We have a seasonal buy coming up in them not too far from now. And so I'm kind of looking at that, trying to decide when would be a good point to get into them and see if we can make a little money on some soybeans. What I would like to do though is see this consolidate just a little bit more. I like the candle we're getting this morning. Depending on how this goes throughout the day, this might be the signal I'm looking for. Now, I've got support right here. Got a bottom right here in price action. I got another bottom right here around the 850 range in price action. My 52-week low is pretty far down here, so that's really not going to help me. As you can tell, everything's pointing down. A lot of this is coronavirus, threat, which I don't really think is going to be as big a deal as I think a lot of people are worried it's going to be. I understand the caution that we need to do some things about it, but I think from an overall market standpoint that we're going to get a rebound here fairly shortly. Like I said, I'm watching corn this morning. If it continues to close in this area, I might go ahead and place this trade. Right now, if it closes toward the bottom, then I'm probably going to hold off. And let's take a look at a couple of more charts, show you what I'm looking at. This is my RSI scans, and you can see all of them are showing oversold. Now, you got to keep in mind that there is a geopolitical or an event going on right now that is causing some of this. So you have to be careful with these when you're using them, in this type of environment, because they could continue to spike down or ride this for a while before it gets a rebound. You see, you had a beautiful rebound candle right here on this particular move. And even on this move right here, you had a good rebound candle right here. It lets you know things were probably turning around. So I'm really waiting to see that right here. Now, I might get in a little early if this candle looks somewhat promising, or I might wait till tomorrow. But I do have support here. The wave is going down, so the overall trend right now is going down, but it is bouncing, from these levels from here to here. Take a look at the Bollinger Bands. You can see we're spiked at the 2 Bollinger Band. We hit the 3 a couple of times right in here, but we're still spiking down through that. So I am expecting some sort of rebound. And I really don't need a lot for what I'm looking to do. You got two options as far as how you could place this trade. Because it's a seasonal long, you could just either buy a call, or you could buy a call debit spread, maybe around the 860, sell the 920, somewhere in that neighborhood for probably 50 days out is what I would look at. But there's another thing that you can do that's a little bit higher probability of success that I want to talk about now. Your other option would be to, I would probably go out to the 53-day, even though I'm going to be selling options. I'd still probably go out to the 53-day. And what you could do is you could actually do just a naked put, just sell a put right here around the 810 level, or you could do a put credit spread for either the 820, 810, or the 830, 820. There's really not. The reason I don't like the spread is because there's not a lot of money in it for the risk. Because that's about for one contract, that's about a $500 risk. For 2 contracts, it's $1,000 risk. And you've only got making $50 on it, so I'm really not fond of that. I prefer just to do the naked put here, and let me show you where that's going to be. If we did the 810 naked put, then our break even would probably be right around the 809 level. So our break even would be right here. Now we got 50 days, but my goal would not be to keep this the whole 50 days. If I got into this, say for $1.50, then I'd probably be trying to sell it for about half that and take half of it. If I'm at the 810 level, I've got support here, I've got support here, I've got some descending support here, and I've got a seasonal buy. I've got oversold on all of my time frames on the RSI. So I feel pretty good about anywhere, right below this 820 level. If you want to take a little more risk, the 830 level you could do. But like I said, I'm waiting to see what this candle is going to look like, because I want to see something that shows me that we're starting to get a rebound off of these lows. See, right here we really didn't get one right here. You probably could have argued that this was one here, but it closed down, which was concerning. And then it dropped, quite a bit. So, like I said, just because you've got a buy signal here in your RSIs doesn't mean you can just go along and forget about it. You still have to kind of look and see what's going on in the market, see what kind of trends you've got going on. You know, here, if I went long, if I sold this one, if I had bought this one, or if I'd sold a call down or put down here somewhere, I probably would have went ahead and closed it if I broke this line, because this to me was my signal I was going long. So if I wasn't going long and it continued back down, then that could be an issue for me. I wouldn't wait till it actually threatened the position when I'm trading like this in these type positions. So that's what I'm looking at this morning. I'm waiting to see what this candle is going to do. Right now, if this was a little closer to the closing of the market, it's really in between for me. When it's popped down here, to me it's not time yet. When it's right at this level, 50 cents higher, then it's a potential time to go long. But just make your own decision. I would prefer to sell a call credit spread. I'm sorry, a put credit spread or a naked put somewhere down here, just because it's a higher probability trade. If you do decide to do a call debit spread or buy a call, then you're going to need a much tighter stop, and I would be looking probably to break of this trend line as my stop if I'm going to take a long position. But with a short position, you're going to be short down in this level somewhere. So you've got a lot more time to make sure that you're right and for the market to prove you right. If you like this video, please subscribe to the channel. If you have any questions or comments, please let me know. Thanks.